Now, studies have revealed that female doctors are more likely to die by suicide compared to their male counterparts, according to a post-COVID-19 study by the Lancet, a medical journal. Locally, psychiatrists have linked this white-collar job tragedy to poor working environment with low output and demotivated employees, as Bridget Ghana tells us.
I left in April 2023, so that is about a year and a month.
After 8 years in the newsroom, another peak of his career, James Kahonge resigned as a journalist. In part, his work environment affected his mental health.
Having been exposed to all these tragedies and that sort of thing, it starts to affect you, and it comes in bouts. Over periods of time, you're okay. But then there are times you feel overwhelmed and you feel depressed and that sort of thing.
Ndare Kariuki is another journalist who also left the newsroom after being diagnosed with depression and anxiety, all of which were elevated due to the nature of his work.
You don't want to share your vulnerabilities. You don't want to show how weak you are and how scared you are. These are the people you're trying to impress. So how do you expect me to share about how traumatizing a particular event was?
Using doctors as one of the professions gravely affected by mental illness, psychiatrist Dr. Frank Njenga says the COVID-19 pandemic elevated the mental health conditions at the workplace.
Is that female physicians in particular are at an increased risk of suicide. And the other conclusion that physician training and working conditions are unacceptable. I think this is what some of our doctors have been saying, not as eloquently as they might in the future, and this is a conclusion that has been arrived at in the Lancet. The number of doctors who have died by suicide recently is completely unacceptable.
Psychiatrists say that the country should wake up to the reality of an impending mental health crisis.
When your boss is being rude to you, 80% of the people will lose working time worrying about what the boss will do next. So a rude boss, an incivil boss or employer, is actually losing himself from his own work. And this is now from science.
Dr. Desiree Morat's death has opened up conversation about toxic work environments, the same environments that are rife with stigma and discrimination, especially for those who have mental health conditions. Mental health experts in the country are now recommending a review of standard operating procedures at the workplace to accommodate those who might have mental health conditions. Bridget Ghana, NTV, Nakuru.